Okay, to update the SW011, make sure first of all you've used the camera, so it's got some video recordings on it. Take the SD card out of the end and put the SD card into your computer. Now on your computer it will either open up automatically or you'll have to go and find it, but what you're looking for is DR disk in this case, and then on there is a piece of software called X2 Player. Now this is the software you need, but prior to that I've also created a folder here which is SW011 bin file folder, and in there is obviously the zip file which I've unzipped, and it's got the bin file there, and there's also a help file which goes through. There's a help file on the system that goes through to explain how to do it. Open the X2 Player. So in this case double click X2 Player, and it may ask you a couple of questions, and then the player will basically open, and what we end up with is the player software. So this is the video footage that I've recorded. On the bottom of the player you'll notice a little cog down on the bottom here. Click on that and then you get another screen pop up, and this gives you some choices. Now in this case you can obviously format the card and do other bits and pieces and choose your maps and everything else. What we need to do is go to firmware upload. Click on firmware upload, it'll ask you are you sure, and then obviously you click yes. Now it will open up another folder and it'll ask you where that firmware is. So in my case I've saved the firmware on the desktop, and you'll see here I've got bin file, and then what I'll do is I'll highlight the bin file and do open, and then it's done the firmware upload finish. And then at this stage what you do is you take the SD card out of the computer, so you close this, take the SD card out of the computer and put the SD card back into the camera, and then at that point what you need to do is, before you apply power to the camera, press and hold the OK button as it says here. Put the TF card back into the DVR, press and hold the OK button, and then start and the power button, and then start the install of the firmware, and I'll do that as a separate video. Right, so we've got the SD card, we've put it back in the camera. Obviously you've got the OK button, which is the bottom one, and the power button on the top. So you're going to have to forgive me while I try and record this, because I've got to insert the power and press and hold the OK button. So let's do that. Press and hold the OK button, insert the power,